The situation of LGBT plus people in China is complicated. Although the authority decriminalized homosexual activity in 1997 and removed homosexuality from the list of mental disorder in 2001, life of LGBT people still have many gray areas. Just recently, there have been many instances of implicit or explicit oppression and discrimination against sexual minority in China, such as in late 2015, two official associations affiliated with China State Administration of Video, Film, and Television issued the general rules for the production of content for TV dramas, which list homosexual as prohibited in TV drama along with incest, sexual perversion, sexual assault, and sexual abuse. Although many Chinese are more tolerant of LGBT plus people, the mainstream of Chinese society remains conservative towards the LGBT plus community. Recently, a lot of information about sexual minority in China has been cleaned up, and relevant account has been banned. Many individuals who are sexual minority in China express varied degrees of oppression, and I interviewed several friends to hear their thoughts.
I'm a lesbian in China, but I am not openly gay, therefore I haven't received any very obvious discrimination. But I tell my parents and all my friends I am a heterosexual woman, so they would always ask me why haven't you found a boyfriend? And also, although LGBT community has been received some attention in China, they are basically and primarily focused on gay liberation, especially for males, because China is still a very highly patriarchy society. So lesbians are always being invisible in China, and people would consider lesbian as not seriously gay. Even some straight male would think lesbian are just being sad and being hurt by male, so they're lesbian. And I am very sad when I secretly tell some of my friends I am really lesbian, I only attracted to female. They don't think I am serious. They think I am just joking, or I just contemporarily not loving men. That is the thing that disturbing me the most. But in other sphere, because I am not openly gay and I am very feminine on appearance, people don't think I am a minority group or I am LGBTQ group. So I think discrimination are explicit, but they still exist.
Hi, I'm a college student in China. I am actually asexual, but my friends, they always share with me the sexual life. I belong to a group of popular boys, and my friends always have go to bars and bring their girls back to our dorm, and they talk about me as the guy who never have sex. They thought I was gay, but actually I just don't like sex or interaction with anyone very much,
I'm actually transgender female in China, and I still haven't done the operation yet, so I'm biologically male. But I've been identifying as a female since I was 13 or 14. I started to wear dresses or makeups. I do nails every day to school, and my teachers didn't understand what I was doing, but I think it was quite normal because my biological gender doesn't match with my self-identification. I always feel stressed because I don't know how to talk to my parents about this. They still don't know. In their eyes, I'm still normal.
From their words, we can see that although people in younger generation in China do not deliberately exclude sexual minority, most people seem to continue impose stereotype on sexual minority even without taking them seriously. The LGBT situation in China seems to be polarized, with most of old generation avoiding it and some consciously still believing it to be a non-mainstream issue that need to be treated. The younger generation, on the other hand, has returned sexual morality into entertainment's fashionable topic of discussion, but indifferent to their real situation.
And in the society, I can feel that there's a such trend that lesbian or gay culture, just the homosexual culture, are kind of being a trend of for entertaining among the teens or the younger citizens, the younger groups in current society of China. But because it's been already entertained as a kind of amusement, a kind of joke, a meme, it makes me feel harder to expose my real problem to other people claiming that they have such respect towards LGBTQ plus groups, while actually taking all the things I may try to share as my experience as a joke, which makes me just feel not okay to say anything about me, real me. And so that makes me feel now, as part of the group, an encapsulated, closed figure, an isolated island that cannot, or very hard to find out the true person who feel as I do, and naturally then, hence, cannot express my experience, expose my current status, and just to feel more, I'm not I'm not sure, probably more depressed, because I cannot feel my feeling are correctly communicated with the outside world, since none of them are accepting it, or not accepting it seriously, I mean.
Some say that because LGBT people cannot have children naturally, it means that the fertility rate is lagging behind. However, the Chinese society is facing the aging trend, so the restriction of publicity account of LGBT groups is aimed at limiting the publicity of LGBT community in society, narrowing its social space and preventing LGBT culture from offending more young people. According to the China Sexual Minority Living Situation Service report, only 5% of sexual minority disclose their gender identity. However, sexual minority will be discriminated against to a greater extent after they disclose their identity. The report also made a worrying conclusion. Some members of sexual minority or under social pressure to marry straight people to escape criminals. At the same time, physical or mental violence remain a reality, especially in family settings. Despite the hardship facing bisexual minority, the report also notes that Chinese society is in transition and there is still much room for improvement. Surveys show that while sexual minority are still poorly understood, there are less ostracized than in the past. Hopefully, in the coming years, China will reduce discrimination and oppression of sexual minority and focus more on Pacific people rather than any gender.